So in this tutorial, we're going to go over sharing a little bit of managing the entire site, changing the theme or colors of the site, possibly customizing the site. We're going to get rid of the San Luis Coastal logo, which is kind of takes up some valuable real estate on our screen. And we're going to add a horizontal bar menu. And we're going to take a look about customizing the sidebar. Kind of a lot. But the first thing I want to do is talk about the sharing of your site. Right now, outsiders, by default, the public can't access your site. You can't just give this URL now to your school webmaster and have people be able to access it. They won't. You have to do this change. So right now, by default, and this is kind of dangerous, only people logged in with an account, San Luis Coastal Unified Google Apps for Educator account, can find it and, notice this, edit it. So that includes kids. So we want to change this default right away. We don't want kids to be able to get to our site and then go in and edit it. So right now, if you put this publicly on the web, gave the link, and it was a student logged in, they'd have access to these tools as well. So I got to change it. You got to just keep an eye on that. Just make sure you set this correctly. It's very important to set it correctly. And I didn't touch it. That was the default. The district's working on changing that. But it's a simple thing to change. One of the first things I do when I'm creating a site is change this. I clicked change. Maybe I did that kind of quickly. Change who has access. And it's a website. You want it public on the web, right? This will make it searchable. So someone might be able to use Google to find your site. And this would be less searchable. It's a little more hidden. There's no sign-in required. But they'd need the link. So that might be a good starting point. If you don't want anyone to access it, you want it private right now until you're finished, maybe specific people, and then change it to public on the web later. My sites are all public on the web. And notice down here it says anyone can access, no sign-in required. They can view it. They can't edit it. That's what we want. Okay? I'm going to click Save on that. And once again, I'm in Manage Site. When I click over here, I'm in Manage Sites. To get back to my site, Mr. Jarvis's site, I click the arrow back over here to the left. And once again, that was Manage Site. That's the confusing part. People get, when do I use Manage Site, Edit Site Layout, and then these buttons all across the top. Let's go back to Manage Site. And there's something else I want to show you. So looking down at all the option here, we can just look at our pages, attachments, and stuff. This is General. I can change the entire name of my site. I can add, I added these when I wasn't recording, search terms for the site. I can add a site description, just helps in if people are doing a search engine search for your site. Okay, that once again, the sharing and permissions. So this general is really important if you wanted to change the name of your site. Sharing and permissions, we went over that. And then I told you I'd show you how to change the theme and customize the colors. And it's right here, themes, colors, and fonts. All of the parts here you can customize. So you can change the background color. Let's say I want it to be pink. There, background color is pink. I can change my site header color or make it those tiled images that were really popular in the 90s that go across and hurt your eyes so you can't read the site. I've seen a lot of teachers using that. Yellow, that here. I kind of like to go by the theme. I think it does a pretty good job, and you can always go back to the theme. To change the theme, that's right over here. You also have clear all. If you just got yourself into a mess, clear all customizations. You can change the theme here and get previews of it as you go. Okay, so you can change the theme, customize things, add images in the content area for the background, change a lot of the fonts that are being used. Here's where the text is. The site header, I can do a different font, make it larger or something. I'm not going to get into it in this beginning tutorial, but I'm going to go ahead and click Save because I changed the theme. And once again, this was in Manage Site. Now I'm staying here. How do I get back? And it's this area over here. I see a lot of teachers kind of struggle to find that. I have too. I said, well, how do I get out of here? Manage Site, because it's different than just clicking Save in the Edit page. So I'll go back, and the next thing I want to do is we're going to edit the site layout. We edited the theme under Manage Site. That's where the colors were, the sharing. search terms, stuff like that. The layout, I can add some stuff to my site. I can add a horizontal bar. I can get rid of this that's taking up valuable resources as well. I can also get rid of the sidebar and have just a bigger page across the screen and just have the horizontal bar. Let's go ahead and check that out. Edit site layout. And now when I click on the header, I can edit it. Notice that pops up, edit site header. I can go here. And I have some choices. I can have this, if my name across isn't really lining up the way I want to, I can experiment, like center, standard, theme default, top, bottom. That would be the words Mr. Jarvis's class. Here's what a lot of people want to get rid of. It says domain default logo, this thing over here. You can simply check no logo and click OK, and then it goes away. And they just have more, I think it looks better, just has your name right here. And that you could add your own logo, get like kind of smallish kind of picture, custom logo, and then choose a file that's your custom logo. I chose books on my thing. That's going to be too big. I'd get something smaller. And sure enough, yeah, it looks too big, and it's kind of messing things up. But people have some nice site logos. You can have them centered across and whatnot. I'm going to take that off. No logo is actually my preferred, but I'm a minimalist. If you want it fancy, go for it. So also you'll notice that there's a custom footer that's not selected. The sidebar is selected. If I click on sidebar and unselect it by clicking once, I can click the header and make the header go away and have it really be just the body of the site. I like having the header. Some of my sites have the sidebar, some of them don't. Let's put it back on. And let's add our horizontal navigation bar. Those are the drop menus across the side. Okay. Now to edit these things, you click on them. If I want to edit the sidebar, I could actually add stuff to the sidebar by clicking here, the plus sign. And there's things you can add to the sidebar, like a countdown, separate navigation links. I've seen some people do that where they have just, things like that. A countdown to like final day. You just add the date. So can edit it here. What did I get into here? So I can say event date, maybe September 21st, or click on the date and it'll tell me a countdown for the kids, like how many days till. I see a lot of teachers like to use that for different things. We're going to edit the navigation bar, not the header. So I click on the navigation bar. You notice the navigation bar, I have my home button and that's it. That's the only page it's showing. Okay. I have to add everything on the navigation bar. Okay. And the navigation bar, I'll show you how to edit it in the next tutorial. So to get out of this, I'm going to click close. And that's that.